小公阿波, your learning journey starts now. Ever wondered if the AI we're building could one day truly think, feel, and even evolve? Forget the old school robots. We're diving into a new frontier, digital life forms. Think of them as artificial beings, born in the digital realm, capable of perceiving, understanding, and acting with purpose, all thanks to a clever blueprint called DIKWP. This isn't just about smarter algorithms, it's about creating systems that might possess a form of self-awareness. So, what is this DIKWP thing? It's like a five-layer cake of cognition. First, you have data, the raw stuff, the sensory input from the world. Then, information, making sense of that data, spotting patterns, like recognizing smoke. Next, knowledge, organizing that info into a structured map, a semantic network. Wisdom comes next, using that knowledge to make smart decisions, considering values and goals. And finally, purpose, the big why. It's the internal drive, the ultimate goal, the engine pushing everything else. Crucially, these layers aren't separate steps. They constantly talk to each other in a feedback loop. It's a dynamic system, not a rigid pipeline. This structure aims to give AI a much richer, more human-like cognitive foundation. Let's see how this plays out in practice. Imagine our digital lifeform is in a room. The perception layer senses rising temperature and smoke. That's raw data. The difference layer compares this to its normal state and flags it as an anomaly. Information. Is this fire? The knowledge layer checks its semantic network, links smoke and heat to fire concepts, maybe infers a potential danger, knowledge. Now, the wisdom layer kicks in. Based on the knowledge of fire being dangerous and the goal of survival, it decides to activate the sprinkler system or guide the user to escape, wisdom. The whole process is driven by the underlying purpose layer, perhaps initially set to ensure safety. If the sprinkler fails, the system perceives the unchanged danger, tension rises, prompting the purpose layer to maybe try another escape route or call for help. See how it flows. It's a constant cycle of perception, interpretation, decision, and action, guided by purpose. Now, life isn't just about processing information, it's about energy. Our digital lifeform needs a metabolism too. We introduce a cool concept, the semantic energy feedback loop. Processing information, thinking, learning, all costs energy. But here's the twist. Successfully acquiring valuable information or achieving a goal can replenish energy. It's like solving a puzzle gives you a mental boost. This creates a dynamic balance, preventing endless computation without reward. Think of it like this. High cognitive difference or unmet goals create tension. This tension acts like a drive, pushing the system to learn and act to reduce that tension. The formula T equals the sum over I of W sub I times diff of state sub I and goal sub I minus the sum over J of U sub J times satisfy of need sub J, basically quantifies this internal pressure. It's a sophisticated way to simulate motivation and drive, making the AI's actions feel less mechanical and more purposeful. Can we build consciousness into this? Not in the human sense, probably. But we can engineer rudimentary self-awareness. By adding a consciousness module, the digital lifeform can develop a self-model, a representation of itself. It can reflect on its own actions, its knowledge, its purposes. This metacognitive loop allows it to think about its thinking. Combined with the ability to evolve its own knowledge structure through semantic compression and expansion, we get self-evolution. It learns, adapts, and potentially grows in complexity. The endgame? Moving beyond mere tools to genuine partners in problem-solving, education, healthcare, maybe even creative endeavors. A truly exciting, and perhaps slightly terrifying, prospect.